Bom dia, sou Ana Ferraz do Coletivo de Salvador, Bahia. É com muita alegria que sinto por estar aqui com todos vocês. Sejam bem-vindos. Vamos nos sentar confortavelmente, aquietar nosso corpo, nossa mente, apoiar nossos pés no chão e com as mãos abertas sobre o colo, vamos respirar e expirar profundamente por 3 vezes. Coletivamente, agora vamos convidar nossa Kundalini, que está adormecida no nosso osso sacro, para que ela desperte e proteja todo o nosso corpo sutil. Vamos elevar, dando o primeiro nó, depois o segundo nó e, por último, os 3 nós. E agora, dá as bandas de proteção. E agora, com a mão esquerda sobre a perna esquerda e a mão direita voltada para a Mãe Terra, vamos colocar a atenção no nosso primeiro chakra, no Muladhara Chakra. E pedimos a Shri Ganesha, o guardião deste chakra, que remova todos os obstáculos que possam dificultar a nossa ascensão espiritual. E assim fortalecer a nossa inocência e que nos dê sabedoria divina e alegria. E que possamos manter as boas condições deste nosso primeiro chakra. Podemos agora entoar um mantra a Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sasha Shri Ganesha Sasha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Colocamos agora a mão direita na parte central do segundo chakra, o Swadhisthana, que fica abaixo do umbigo. E afirmamos: Shri Brahmadeva Sarasvati, estabilize a criatividade em nós, a eficiência em nossas ações, a pura atenção, a profundidade de pensamentos, o senso estético e o puro conhecimento divino. Levamos agora a mão direita para o coração central, o chakra cardíaco, e pedimos a Shri Durga Jagadamba que encha nosso coração de coragem e afaste todos os medos e insegurança, nos protegendo no nosso dia a dia. E agora, com a mão direita no Vishuddha Chakra, no centro do nosso pescoço, pedimos a Shri Radhakrishna que nos confira o senso da coletividade, da diplomacia e do desapego, e que possamos ser testemunhas desapegadas do jogo da vida. E agora, com a mão sobre a nossa testa, pedimos a Shri Jesus Maria que o perdão seja estabelecido por nós, que possamos perdoar a todos, e inclusive a nós mesmos. Agora, com atenção no sétimo chakra, o Sahasrara, colocamos a mão direita no centro da nossa cabeça. Pedimos que a Mãe Kundalini permaneça neste chakra, estabilizando a nossa realização. Nos conectando com o poder divino. Podemos continuar mais uns minutinhos, ficarmos unos com as vibrações e nos preparar para em seguida ouvir a palestra que Shri Mataji sempre nos presenteou com suas palestras.
Is covered with thoughts, which is thickened, which is gross, can be thinned out at certain points and could be very sensitive to certain points. For example, some people could be very sensitive to music. Some could be to art. Some could be to human beings. Some could be to other things which might make them something rare people. But these subtler things which creates your personality always indicate in your being that there is something of the beyond which is throwing some images within you. Such people are conscious of them, that there are some images which are throwing these subtle ideas within you. They are erupting some new commotion within you, and once you start feeling them, you are compelled to put them down somewhere. Thank you. That's how the poets are created, musicians are created, great masters are created. Now the fashioning of these subtle ideas is another job. But the beauty of these subtle ideas is this, that they are universal in nature. If they were not, they would not be so much appealing to everyone. So there is something universal in those. And that universality, when manifested or fashioned into some expression, then it is absorbed universally. Now it depends on the person how much he is closer to those images and to the image of a spirit. If such a person is a realized soul, then the expression is heaven. The fashioning of those expressions, of course, is determined by the surroundings, the different atmosphere, the traditions and all that in which the people have lived. That is the fashioning part of it. But the universal essence of everything, that element which is universal, is manifested in a particular fashion. The more a person is nearer to his self, even the fashioning is very universal in nature. Then such a person doesn't try to be molded by traditions so much. But the traditions which have come through meditativeness or through realized souls definitely give him a better chance of expression. So the fashioning also evolves gradually in every country, in every place, till it reaches the point where people start understanding them in meditation. Now there are two types of fashioning. One is the fashioning that comes from outside, the another from inside. The fashioning that comes from inside could be the teachings of the great masters who are realized souls and your own understanding of the work of these great masters. The another style could be that you see what people have been producing, all of them, and you gather out of that and fashion your manifestation accordingly. In the second type of thing, they may be realized, they may not be realized. Now when we go to Sahaja, even a person who is not a genius, who has never been a genius, who had no idea of any special expression in life, can get realization and of the highest type. Maybe much more than a genius, because genius might have become a genius by now. You see, his ego must have bloated out, he might be a genius instead of a genius. But a Sahajogi, when he gets his realization is a sign not of his subtleties, but of his kundalini, in what condition she is. If the kundalini is absolutely frozen, that means a person has no desire to have realization. He is coming to Sahaja to make some money out of it, or to make some name out of it, or to be he could be a burglar coming as Sahajogi to burgle away, say, my shoes. Such a person can be very difficult for realization. But maybe with some people who have some basic problems also, can have their kundalini completely frozen out. But people of very ordinary appearances, of very ordinary life could be very subtle, much more than all these geniuses and geniuses put together, because they can feel their self. Such people do not cheat themselves or others, no question. Their whole attitude towards Sahaja Yoga is like a person who is dying and gasping for air. They are just struggling to get the truth. They have no other interest in life but to get to the truth. Such people could be very strong-headed, could be very different from normal. They may think many things stupid. Even, you see, just to have a wife and children and family is quite stupid, isn't it? That's not the end of life. It's quite a stupid thing to do. I don't say that you give up that, but it's not the end of life. It's all right, it's a part of it. You are not to be lost in it. We believe that marriage is important. We believe that in the marriage, husband and wife should be very much understanding each other. There should be love between the two. There should be enjoyment, so that the children also feel the security of the family, so the society improves. All this is all right. But that's not the end of it. In India, you'll find many families like that, where a husband and wife are carrying on nicely, children are nice, their money is in the bank. When they die, the money goes to the children. When the children are married nicely, then they have their children, money goes to the bank. When they die, the money goes to them. Goes on day in and day out. Nothing, it's so mundane. That doesn't mean I believe in divorces. Of course, that's something nonsensical. But to be married means just you have entered into life. At least you should enter into life. That is important. As far as entering is concerned, basic. But that is just the basic. That's not the end of life. If you are a subtler person, you will not think what is your advantage monetarily, or what you are doing, what is the thing, what gain you have got. Of course you will see that as yoga is established, your kshema will be established, your well-being will be established. You will see that clearly. It is to be seen, to be thankful. And the kshema is all right because you should not have worry of kshema. But you should have free time to devote yourself to meditation and to Sahaja Yoga, so that you don't have too much worry. That's how the kshema comes in. But when the kshema comes in also, one may start going into the same circle of greediness, having more and more money, more and more this, better clothes, better house, how to get this. This circle may start. There's no end to it. So you have to cut it down. I'm not saying that you just have one dress and all your life you end up with one dress. It doesn't mean that, because if I say anything, people will shoot off to the other end. I'm trying to keep it in the center. That not too much attention will be required on one side or on the other, of indulgences or of asceticism. None of these. You are not to announce anything, or neither you have to indulge into anything. but feel your subtleties. Feed them, nourish them, look after them. You should be proud of your subtleties. That you have these subtler values while others don't have. And that itself will be so self-sustaining that you can withhold all those values that you get from your subtleties against the whole world. Because the world is so fragmented, so cut off, that everybody feels lonely. But that does not by any chance means you should be arrogant to others, you should be fighting with others. No. But in darkness, a light shines. The whole is darkness. If the light accepts the darkness, then it becomes darkness. So the light must accept that I am the light and I am the path and should stand up. Does not in any way means any arrogance to others, any showing off to others, but it is the light. And the light by itself emits. When this happens to you, you will not hate yourself first of all, but you will love and respect yourself. And respect the virtues in you and not your grossness. Kundalini itself makes you subtler and subtler.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Estamos encerrando esta meditação e cada um no seu tempo pode elevar a sua Kundalini e dar os bandas de proteção. E até a noite, na nossa próxima meditação noturna. Tenham todos um bom dia e muito obrigada.